Hello. So my demo is around a piece that we've created for the MOD. It has been showcased at other places, which is why I'm able to showcase it now. Just so you are aware, it is anonymised. So there are some very weird things like script written a lot and a number at the end for companies. Programs will have like a prog at the start, just so it's anonymised so you can't figure out who's what. So the idea of script, so the supply chain resilience, is a tool that has been created to kind of identify where problems are within a supply chain quickly, so you can be proactive at sorting out these things. So there is a page on here that we'll see shortly, which will have the whole supply chain. It's so easy and quick to find where your issues are. At the start of creating this, there were some KPIs that were created by the MOD, and so anything that's on there, it's their creation. Another thing, just so you are aware, it does follow a 5-colour rag scheme. So if you're not sure what that means, so everything is scored between 0 and 100. So in blocks of 20s, there'll be like dark green, green, yellow, orange, red. So red is obviously really bad and dark green is really good. So as you kind of go into this, you'll get a company overview. So this is company 00056. And from here, then you can have a really quick and simple look saying, right, this company is quite good, apart from the capability exposure is quite bad. Probably should have a look at that. And then on the side, you have a list of all the other companies that you are allowed to see, because that is row level security. So you're only allowed to see companies that you are. And then you have the ability to hover on these very quick and easily, and it will show you like a snapshot of the overall metric. So you're able to see where the issue is. So like the financial one there is quite bad. Again, it has a company overview page with trend information on here, so you can see if the overall like KPIs, if they've been going up or down or remaining quite steady. So that was quite important for them to know. If they can see if something is starting to go up again, that's something that they can look into quite quickly. And then it has obviously a map of where it is, just in case you forget where it is. So this is the main piece, which they use a lot. This is called Network Navigator, which is a plugin within Power BI. I'll just zoom out a bit. So this again is great for supply chains. You have a list of everywhere that the chain goes, so you can kind of follow it through the different areas. So you are able to filter it by program, which would then eliminate a lot of them. But this is quite easy to see where your key kind of suppliers are. So for example, like this one right here is in between. So if that one goes down, you're gonna have to kind of figure out how to fix that chain, because it goes to lots of like suppliers.
Sorry, so the ones at the end are like their suppliers to your suppliers.
Yeah. So it's not that sometimes when there's lots on, it's not very easy to look. There are some red labeled ones somewhere, which is like your prime, but the idea is it has like, you can tell which one the primes are, because they'll be like the ones with lots coming for them, and they're slightly bigger. Like this one up here in the middle is slightly bigger. It goes away from prime down to tier 4. So the idea is they're meant to go slightly smaller. Unfortunately, the OT have kind of broken this plugin because they have too many relationships, and we are nearly finished making our own custom plugin, which can handle more relationships, because there are some floaters on the edge which we've just broken Network Navigator because we have too many relationships. So again, it has the ability to go down into each individual metric, and then you can easily see where your reds are. Like here, for example, you can see reds starting to appear, and so then they'd easily be able to see, right, that's where my issues are. And then the last thing I'm going to show you, because there are 42 pages and I don't want to bore you with 42 pages of government stuff. We have governance fragility, which focuses one area, which is on environmental, social and governance, so ESG, which is quite a big thing I think that's being looked at the moment. So it's, again, like as I said, the environment, social and governance. So everyone also have quite a low score. So it's things like pollution, noise, recycling, and just like all those kind of things that are good for the environment. So from here, we're able to drill in and actually get like a bit more of a look to see, okay, well, how is that 22 score created? So it has a list of everything that it could possibly be. A good thing to note about, I think this all comes from like open sources, so you could actually find this yourself, but the idea of script is there's 20 different sources that make up this Power BI report, and it's just helping them be more proactive. And if, for example, a company wasn't very good in their environment area, we would go and help them to be better with the environment. So it's just all trying to be proactive and just be that kind of thing. So yeah, it's just using Power BI with multiple different sources in a way to help kind of make themselves more proactive, save money by being more proactive and seeing where they can make things better. So for example, this one's not very good in the corporate governance rating, really. So they also look at their shareholders. If there's some naughty people that you don't want to work with, they boot that company out quite quickly. So, and the final one's carbon emissions. So obviously this company has some quite high carbon emissions. So this is something that they look at to try and help the company bring those down, because we all want to be nice for the environment. So that's kind of script in a bit of a nutshell, really. So